The book of Isaiah is a prophetic book in the Old Testament of the Bible, written by the prophet Isaiah during the reigns of four kings of Judah, Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, between 740 and 686 BC. It is composed of 66 chapters, making it the longest book in the Bible, and is divided into two distinct parts. The first section, consisting of chapters 1 to 39, focuses on Isaiah's prophecy and warnings to Judah and the surrounding nations, while the second section, consisting of chapters 40 to 66, contains prophecies of hope and restoration. The first part of the book of Isaiah depicts the prophet's call to ministry and his messages of judgment against the people of Judah for their disobedience and idolatry. Isaiah declares that God will punish the wickedness of Judah and the surrounding nations, but he also offers a glimmer of hope, promising that God will not abandon his people completely. In chapter 9, Isaiah prophesies about a future king who will reign with justice and righteousness, bringing peace and prosperity to the nation. This messianic prophecy is seen as a foreshadowing of the coming of Jesus Christ. In the following chapters, Isaiah calls Judah to repentance, warning them of the consequences of their sins. He also rebukes the rulers and priests for their corrupt leadership and false worship. Despite the impending judgment, Isaiah emphasizes that God is a compassionate and merciful God who is always ready to forgive and redeem his people if they turn back to him with a contrite heart. The second part of the book of Isaiah offers a significant shift in tone. While the first part was filled with warnings and prophecies of judgment, the second part is characterized by messages of hope, comfort, and restoration. In chapter 40, Isaiah refers to the nation of Israel as the chosen one, assuring them that their time of exile and suffering will soon come to an end. He also speaks of a coming Messiah who will bring salvation and establish a new covenant between God and his people. In chapter 53, Isaiah presents a detailed description of the suffering and death of the Messiah, known as the suffering servant. This prophecy is later fulfilled in the life and death of Jesus Christ, who takes upon himself the sins of the world and offers salvation to all who believe in him. Isaiah then shifts his focus to the future glory and restoration of Jerusalem and Israel. He prophesies about the establishment of a new Jerusalem, where God's people will dwell in peace and security. This new Jerusalem is described as a place of holiness and righteousness, where there will be no more sin, suffering, or death. The book of Isaiah also contains many prophecies about the future nations and events, including the rise and fall of empires such as Babylon and Persia. Isaiah also speaks of a time when the nations will come together in peace and unity, and all will worship God as the one true God. As the book nears its conclusion, Isaiah once again emphasizes the importance of repentance and turning back to God. He assures the people that God's salvation and redemption are available to all who seek him. He also encourages them to trust in God's promises and his plan for their future. In the final chapter, Isaiah declares the ultimate triumph of God over all the nations and the establishment of a new heaven and new earth. He proclaims that every knee will bow and every tongue will confess that God is the Lord of all. In conclusion, the book of Isaiah is a powerful and influential book in the Bible that contains both warnings of judgment and promises of hope and redemption. It presents a vivid and detailed picture of the character of God, his plan for humanity, and the future of his people. It is a timeless reminder of God's faithfulness, mercy, and love towards his creation, and an invitation to all to turn back to him and receive his salvation.